Anytime you design a space that has so many different elements within it, right? This is not your typical convenience store. It has an internet nook, it has a seating area, it has a cafe. You want it to feel welcoming, warm, inviting. That drives all the choices that we make for coloring, font choices, for textures. There's a lot of thought that gets put into the customer experience and designing those environmental graphics to kind of address the space in a way that's going to make people comfortable when they're at the store and make them feel connected to the space that they're in. They had an idea to reconceptualize a lot of their interior spaces and get it out of that old school, dingy convenience store model that you see all over the country. So we wanted to kind of create a library of signage and graphics that can be translatable regardless if it's a remodel or a new build situation. It's something that can be reused and repackaged. So we did everything from digital graphics to category signage, some dimensional letter sets, some hanging illuminated signage. Above that seating area, it was important for us to basically define that space as its own intentional piece. So we're able to use SEMA Cove and bring in a little bit of mood lighting and graphic element that'll separate that space from the rest of the store. To start, all we had basically was an architectural plan and some photos. So it's kind of incumbent upon us to put that together and make it into something that's like visually appealing and tells a good story. I think the final approval came when the executive leadership team walked the site with drawings in hand and were able to look as construction came together and really sit there and visualize the space and see what it looked like. The thing that makes me most proud at the end of the day is like that final rendering. If you look at that rendering and look at some of the completion photos that we have, they look really, really identical. So that's something that I'm super proud of when we do some real high-level concepting that starts with nothing but a blank canvas and ends with installed product on the wall. Just how much it looks like the original concept is really impressive. When you establish that connection with a client and you're going to walk through the ideation process with them, you're trying to see, like, are we on the same page, number one? What are the values of this customer? What do they bring to the table as well? How do they align with us? We really have to care about that brand. We really have to care about that customer and how we're going to tell their story effectively to the community that's going to be traveling through there every day. When you're a new company that steps foot into an area, especially with historical significance, you want to establish that connection to kind of let them know, like, hey, we're here and we're part of that community.